Kyung-sil a 9-7-3-7 in this event in the series. So obviously a discussion amongst the judges. Now the score 9-5-8-7 for Wang Bo-sil. So they continue to do very well in this particular discipline. 9-7, 9-6-8-7, 9-5-8-7.
If the North Koreans are really going to make a move in trying to win in this round of the competition, it's going to be on this event. They've really got to rack up some points here.
So this is Park Kyung-sil for Kovaci of Canada, 9-7-6.
Giant, excuse me. That's a beautiful front giant and the highest. Oh, she just did the highest Jaeger I've ever seen a woman do on uneven bars. And then she had a major break. Had to stop the routine on the low bar. Reverse hecht, 2 major release moves in the same routine. Incredible difficulty. Giant full, tuck double back. Oh, that's too bad because that's a really good routine. Excellent routine.
But of course the complete break will cost her dearly. Started to say 9-7-6-2 for Kovaci on vault. Trying to keep up with you on scores as best we can. We realize the action is very frenetic.
Look at that Jaeger, so high.
Kathy, she got into trouble here on this transition.
I don't even know exactly what she was trying to do. It's a very unusual connection move from the high bar to the low bar.
Now, of course, the bars are wider than they've ever been. With these girls being so small, these connections are very difficult, aren't they?
That's the hardest part of the routine, not the major release moves. It's going down to the low bar and back up to the high bar.
Tanja Keste on balance beam from East Germany. This is a good event for them normally, is it not?
They're usually pretty solid here. They have a low score of a 9.237 that they're looking to throw out. So they're trying to get higher scores. They have a 9.65, 9.675, and a 9.662 so far. That handspring layout step out. Fulfilling one of the requirements on beam. It's her gymnastics series in her full turn. And that's her gymnastics acrobatics series. Back handspring into a seesaw. All her requirements right here in a row. That's her connection down low to the beam.
Park Kyung-sil of North Korea a moment ago on bars 9-5-1-2. Watching Tanja Keste of East Germany on the balance beam.
The East Germans have really slipped in their standings in the last couple of years. Now enough double twist. They're usually right up there in the top 3. Of course, they won the bronze medal in Seoul.
Still plenty more to come from the World Championships here in Stuttgart. We'll have more right after this. Well here today.
Yes, they're edging closer and closer to North Korea.
Here they are. The East Germans continue to lead in this particular rotation ahead of North Korea, with Canada creeping up just ahead of Bulgaria. Real 3-way race right now between North Korea, Canada, and Bulgaria.
She started out strong. She's done a Jaeger front as her major release move so far. Giant full. Actually, it wasn't a giant full. She twisted halfway in and halfway back the other way and also broke leg form and a pike front dismount. Take a look at the front Jaeger. Plenty of height on that, so no deduction for the height. She does break form throughout the routine, though. Doesn't have real tight, straight legs. And here was the major deduction. Pike front dismount. Actually, right before that skill, she broke form, going over the top in a giant, what should have been a full, but she twisted halfway one direction, halfway the other, so she won't get credit for that.
9-5 the score for Kari Kanuka of Canada on the uneven bars.
The Canadians really helped themselves on vault. Had very, very high scores there. In fact, their lowest score was a 9.537. Highest was a 9.912.
Monica Kovaci now.
It's a nice high reverse hecht to a 1.5 twist. Straddle back to handstand. Good work so far. Slight form deductions. Little hop on the landing. But about the strongest routine they've had thus far.
So Monica Kovaci hoping to improve on the 9.5 put up by her teammate, Carrie Kanuka, as the Canadians continue to show strongly here.
That should help with being their second routine out. They've got 4 more routines to go to build on her score, which will definitely be higher than the 9.5.
Canadians, of course, having to make do with only 5 competitors, so they do not have the luxury of being able to throw out one of the scores as the East Germans, who you're looking at now, did in the last rotation.
Exactly, so only 3 more to go. That always puts a lot of pressure on all the other competitors.
Christian Toms of East Germany now, floor exercise.
East Germany now has a very comfortable lead over North Korea. Double pike, and everybody will tell you the key to doing well in a team competition is hitting beam. And that's exactly what the East Germans did in the last rotation. Double twist to a back handspring straddle jump. It's actually quite weak in tumbling.
This really isn't as strong as a team we're used to seeing from the East Germans.
Exactly. They were, again, they won the bronze medal in Seoul. And even prior to that, they've always been in the top 3. At all the Olympic Games and World Championships, you can always guarantee that they'll be there. And they're just not as strong as they were in the past. A lot of rest there in that corner. And a tuck double back dismount. They're really trying to get away from that, standing in the corner, waiting for your tumbling pass, resting. Most of the top gymnasts are not doing that anymore quite as much as they did, say, a few years ago.
But it doesn't cost them anything right now.
Yes, it does, when it's that long.
Meanwhile, over on the uneven bars, the Canadians continue, and right now it is Lori Strong, 9.637 for Monica Kovaci a moment ago.
Beautiful combination. I'm sorry, that was a front Jaeger, 1.5 twist over the low bar.
They call that a strong. She was the first to compete at an international competition.
She really has some original moves here and very difficult moves as well.
I like her aggressive style. She moves very quickly.
Giant full. To an open pike, double dismount.
Lori Strong, and remember her teammates have put some very good scores up there, so you have to think that Lori's score will be at least equal to that or better.
Lori has done quite well internationally for the Canadians. Look at this combination. It is really beautiful. Good height on this Jaeger somersault. Then she swings through, does a 1.5 twist, regrasps the low bar into a glide.
She didn't seem too happy with that. That floor exercise that we were watching just a moment ago by Christian Toms of East Germany scored out at a 9.625. Meanwhile, back on floor exercise while we await the score of Lori Strong on the uneven bars, the East Germans this time. And I believe this is Karina Runge.
High double pike. But again, that is not a real difficult opening pass. East Germans at this point have an 8.937 they're looking to drop. They also have a 9.625 to go along with that. They need some higher scores to maintain the lead over North Korea.
There also was some discussion, perhaps, that the East Germans were receiving some inflated scores during the compulsories.
I think toward the end, one thing we haven't mentioned is a new rule in progress. They do not seed the competitors in a compulsory round. In fact, the teams don't even compete together. They take, say you take the American team, 2 of the USA girls go the first day, 2 go the next day, 2 go the following day. And many people have commented they don't really like that system, but they were doing it, trying to make it a little bit more fair. Double tuck.
And on the line.
On the line is okay, as long as you don't go over that line.
Karina Runge of East Germany. A lot of East German fans on hand here for this competition. Incidentally, 9.775 the score for Lori Strong on the uneven bars a couple of moments ago. So the Canadians continue to do very well in this discipline, coming off a strong performance in the vault. We're at Hans Martin Schleier Halle in Stuttgart. This is the optional portion of the women's team competition in the World Gymnastics Championships. We'll be back. Being now Kim Kwang-suk of North Korea.
And again, just like on the uneven bars, they were excellent in this event in compulsories. They have remarkable poise and concentration to be such young gymnasts and fairly inexperienced. They really pay close attention to detail. The toe point, the leg straight, 2 layout step outs, saves that one. Very nice dance. Good elegance. The placement of the hands, the movement of the arms. It's beautiful. Aerial walkover. I really like their choreography. It's very nice. Most people now, choreography is very weak because they put a lot of emphasis on the difficulty. Nice back handspring, swing down, swing right back up to a handstand. Full pirouette. They really do have everything. They have flexibility, strength, difficult skills, and very artistic as well. It's nice to see near perfection in movement. Double tuck. Beautiful landing.
Excellent routine that time by Kim Kwang-suk of North Korea. Is that an angelic face? She's waiting for her score. 9.837 the score for Kim Kwang-suk. She has to be happy.
Very happy. Just in hitting your routine. There's nothing like that feeling. Again, look at this landing. And this really marks the difference between a good gymnast and a great gymnast, one that fights for every single tenth of a point in striving for perfection and sticking landings.
Kathy, things are changing as far as scoring is concerned in gymnastics these days. So what are the judges looking for on the balance beam?
Okay, the special requirements for balance beam, you have to have an acrobatic series, which is a tumbling series with one element being a flight movement. Also a gymnastic series, 2 dance elements in a row. A mixed series combining gymnastics and acrobatics, which is a turn or a leap combined with an acrobatic skill like a back handspring or an aerial. A 360-degree turn on one leg, which is a full turn, a big leap or jump, and an element or connection close down to the beam. If these aren't there, it's a tenth of a point deduction.
On balance beam, Won Bo-sil of North Korea.
Won Bo-sil really excited the audience during the compulsory competition, had an excellent uneven bar routine, and then came back and did a beautiful beam routine as well. Back handspring, layout, step out. Her choreography isn't as strong as some of her teammates. That was her gymnastics acrobatic series. She did 2 split jumps right into an aerial cartwheel, combining dance and acrobatic skills. Back handspring, back pike. Slightly missed that front foot, but recovered well.
Astrid Hies on floor exercise 9.587.
Preparing for a dismount. Round off, double back, little hop forward, but a strong routine.
And again, very hard to read any emotion in the faces of the young North Koreans, and you might say it about the East Germans as well, as barbell field goss for East Germany and floor exercise.